Hello. Oh. Okay. Hi, my name is Mark Magno, and today we're going to talk about sex. Education, that is. Are you guys familiar with a television show, reality television on MTV called 16 and Pregnant, or the spin-off Teen Mom? You know, whenever I get a chance to watch this, I see that it's so incredibly challenging for teenage mothers and fathers at that age to handle pregnancy. It's pretty difficult. I think the key is education. Now, sex education in the United States usually happens around high school, but in order for it to be truly effective, I think it has to start as early as grade 6. Did you know that over 305,000 females, young girls, our daughters, between the ages of 15 and 19, high school age, were affected by pregnancy in the year 2012? Those numbers are just staggering. I think the key is really informing them and giving them the proper information and education at an earlier age. It's imperative that younger teens start at grade 6, especially since something like a pregnancy could really dramatically change their lives at a very early age. Information is the key. Teenagers must learn more about how to protect themselves. Now, according to the Office of Adolescence, in the years 2006 through 2008, most teenagers, once again, that age between 15 and 19, received formal instruction about STIs, about HIV, and also abstinence. In 2009, public school districts required that in high school they are more likely to receive more information about STIs rather than in elementary or middle schools. A large number of teens just don't know enough about contraception. According to the Guttmacher Institute, between 2006 and 2009, about a third of teenagers between ages of 15 and 19 had not received formal instruction about contraception. Fewer males received instruction than females even, about 62 versus 70%. This chart also shows us exactly those figures. Nearly 1/4 of teens just don't get any information about birth control, and they don't get it from either a parent or even a teacher. Schools teach methods of contraception less frequently than abstinence, which is the most commonly taught subject. Now, understanding the risks just really isn't even enough. It's also vital to understand that it could be very important to even wait or abstain. Now, according once again to the Guttmacher Institute, virginity pledges are promises to abstain from sex, mostly intercourse, until teenagers get married. And this has become really, really popular, actually. You guys know they've got the virginity pledges, the rings, the Jonas Brothers. I'm sure you're familiar with those guys. But in instances, the virginity pledges actually took place of the sex education that our children really need. And, you know, they really need to know more about, you know, why it's good to wait rather than just to use waiting as an example. And unfortunately, those studies show that people that pledge are just as likely as non-pledgers to contract some form of STD, and they're actually less likely to use any form of contraception if they were to engage in any type of sexual activity. It's just not enough to teach teens about that. They've got to just know more, and at an earlier age. Emergency contraception and comprehensive sexual education have both been proven to reduce at a great rate unintended pregnancies, as well as teaching teens to wait until they are ready. So when is it soon enough? When should we start teaching them? Once again, I think it's about grade 6. Now, another good reason to educate early is that well-informed teenagers make better decisions overall in the future. Understanding the dangers makes teenagers less impulsive and when deciding on their own sexual activity. And if that happens, you're sure to see teenage pregnancies numbers go down drastically in the United States. Again, according to the Guttmacher Institute, teens that are comprehensively educated about sex are 50% less likely to have unintended pregnancies than receiving abstinence-only or contraception-only education. It just makes sense. It just really makes sense that we give younger teenagers the tools so they're more educated and they can make really good decisions before they reach the age of 15 and 19 in high school. So, in conclusion, it is in the best interest for our children that they be taught, starting at grade 6, about sex, about STDs, STIs, so they can make better decisions and have a brighter future. Thank you.